Did you know there's a country where it's illegal to die in a particular town, where you can write letters to a fictional character and actually get a response, and where the police chase criminals in Lamborghinis? I'm Julia, and today we're diving into 100 absolutely crazy facts about Italy that'll completely change how you see this incredible country. Buckle up, because Italy is about to blow your mind. Let's start with something that sounds completely absurd. In the town of Falciano del Masico, the mayor actually issued a decree making it illegal to die. The town's cemetery was full, and rather than build a new one, the mayor decided to simply ban dying. Obviously, this isn't enforceable, but it made international headlines and perfectly captures Italian creativity when dealing with bureaucratic problems. Italy has more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other country in the world. We're talking about 58 sites, more than China, more than Spain, more than anywhere else. About 60% of the world's art treasures are in Italy. More than half of all the important art humanity has created is concentrated in this one boot-shaped peninsula. That's absolutely insane when you think about it. Here's something mind-blowing about Italian geography. Italy has two independent countries completely surrounded within its borders. Vatican City and San Marino are both fully independent nations that exist entirely within Italy. Vatican City is the smallest country in the world at just 0.2 square miles, sitting right in the middle of Rome. San Marino perches on Mount Titano and claims to be the oldest republic in the world, founded in the year 301. What Americans call pepperoni doesn't exist in Italy. If you order a pepperoni pizza in Italy, you'll get a pizza covered in bell peppers because pepperoni means peppers in Italian. The cured meat Americans love is actually called salame piccante. And here's another shocker. Italians never drink cappuccino after 11 in the morning. Ordering a cappuccino after dinner will immediately mark you as a tourist. Italians consider milk-based coffee drinks breakfast items only. In Verona, there's a house with a balcony marketed as Juliet's balcony from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, even though she's fictional. Here's the crazy part. You can write a letter to Juliet and actually get a response. A team of volunteers called the Juliet Club answers every single letter sent to Juliet Capulet, Verona, Italy. They receive about 50,000 letters a year from people seeking love advice. The Italian police force drives Lamborghinis, not as publicity stunts, but as actual working police cars. The Lamborghini Huracan police cars are used for high-speed highway patrol and for transporting organs for transplants because they can reach speeds over 200 miles per hour. Only in Italy would police chase criminals in supercars worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Italy only became a unified country in 1861. Before that, the peninsula was divided into various kingdoms and city-states for over 1,000 years. When unification happened, only about 2.5% of the population spoke Standard Italian. Everyone else spoke regional dialects, many mutually unintelligible. Even today, someone from Sicily might struggle to understand someone from Veneto when speaking dialect. Naples takes pizza incredibly seriously. True Neapolitan pizza has very specific rules protected by law. The dough must be made only with flour, water, salt, and yeast. It must be hand-kneaded, never rolled with a pin. It must cook at exactly 485 degrees Celsius in a wood-fired oven for 60 to 90 seconds. Breaking these rules means your pizza legally cannot be called authentic Neapolitan pizza. Pompeii wasn't the only city destroyed when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. The nearby town of Herculaneum was also buried, but in superheated pyroclastic flows that carbonized organic materials. Archaeologists have found preserved wooden furniture, food, and even an entire library of papyrus scrolls. You can see loaves of bread that were baking in ovens 2,000 years ago. The Trevi Fountain collects about 3,000 euros in coins every single day. Tradition says throwing a coin over your left shoulder means you'll return to Rome. The city collects roughly $1.5 million a year from the fountain, and that money funds social programs for Rome's poor. Your wish to return also helps feed hungry families. The Italian language has given us more musical terminology than any other language. Piano, forte, allegro, adagio, crescendo, soprano, and hundreds of others all come from Italian. This happened because during the Renaissance and Baroque periods, Italy was the center of musical innovation, and Italian composers spread throughout Europe bringing their terminology. The Leaning Tower of Pisa has been leaning since construction began in 1173. It started tilting because the ground was too soft on one side, but they kept building anyway. For centuries, engineers tried to straighten it, but each attempt made it worse. In the 1990s, they stabilized it and reduced the lean slightly, but deliberately kept it leaning because that's what makes it famous. Venice is sinking at a rate of about 1 to 2 millimeters per year and tilting slightly to the east. The city is built on wooden pilings driven into marshy ground that are slowly compressing. The flooding problem called acqua alta is getting worse. Scientists estimate Venice could be uninhabitable by the end of this century. Some Italian villages are selling houses for €1 to attract new residents. The catch is, you must commit to renovating the property within 3 years, which usually costs at least €50,000. But still, for the price of a coffee, you can technically own a house in Italy. The Colosseum could hold between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators and had sophisticated elevators, trapdoors, and tunnels beneath the arena floor. Gladiators and animals appeared as if by magic through these trapdoors. The Romans even had a retractable awning called the velarium, operated by sailors from the Roman Navy. The engineering was so advanced that modern architects still study it. Italian traffic laws are famously ignored, especially in Naples. Traffic lights and lane markings are treated as suggestions. Motorcycles weave between cars, people park wherever they want, and personal space while driving doesn't exist. Yet somehow it works. The accident rate isn't dramatically higher than other European countries. Italians have developed an intuitive system of organized chaos. The Italian island of Poveglia near Venice is considered one of the most haunted places in the world. During plague outbreaks, victims were sent there to die. Later, it housed a mental asylum where a doctor allegedly performed cruel experiments before throwing himself from the bell tower. The island is now abandoned and off-limits, though people still sneak over. Locals claim you can hear screams and see shadowy figures. Italy consumes more wine per capita than almost any other country. Italians drink about 46 liters of wine per person per year. Wine isn't just a beverage, it's part of culture, part of meals, part of daily life. Most families have relatives who make their own wine, and every region is fiercely proud of their local varieties. The town of Marostica hosts a human chess game every 2 years where people dress in medieval costumes and act as chess pieces on the town square paved in a checkerboard pattern. This commemorates an event from 1454 when 2 knights wanted to duel for a noblewoman's hand. Her father ordered them to play chess instead. The tradition has continued over 500 years. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, and Pagani are all Italian supercar manufacturers based within a small area in northern Italy around Modena. This region, called Motor Valley, has an unmatched concentration of automotive excellence. The combination of engineering expertise, design talent, and racing tradition created the perfect environment for supercar innovation. The Sistine Chapel ceiling took Michelangelo 4 years to complete and covers over 5,000 square feet. He painted it almost entirely alone, lying on his back on scaffolding. The physical toll caused permanent neck and back problems. He didn't even want to paint it because he considered himself a sculptor, but Pope Julius II forced him. The result is one of humanity's greatest artistic achievements. Italy has more hotel rooms than any other European nation, with over 2 million hotel beds. Tourism generates about 13% of GDP and employs roughly 15% of the workforce. Over 60 million tourists visit Italy yearly, which is more than the entire population of the country. Italians consider the number 17 extremely unlucky, similar to how 13 is unlucky elsewhere. The Roman numeral 17 can be rearranged to spell VYXI, meaning I have lived in Latin, which implies death. Airlines avoid having row 17, some buildings skip the 17th floor, and many Italians won't schedule important events on the 17th. The Italian lakes region, including Lake Como, Lake Garda, and Lake Maggiore, is home to some of the world's most expensive real estate. George Clooney famously owns a villa on Lake Como, and property values have skyrocketed. A lakeside villa can easily cost tens of millions of euros. Italy has a festival in Ivrea where people throw oranges at each other. The Battle of the Oranges happens during Carnival and commemorates the city's defiance against tyranny. Teams representing neighborhoods pelt each other with oranges. Thousands of tons are thrown, and while participants wear protective gear, things get bruised and bloody. The Vatican Library holds one of the world's most important collections with over 75,000 codices and manuscripts and over 1.1 million printed books. Some texts are completely unique, existing nowhere else. For centuries, access was restricted, but recently the Vatican has been digitizing the collection. About 65% of Italian men between 18 and 34 live with their parents. This isn't just financial, it's cultural. Italian mothers are legendary for taking care of their children, cooking, doing laundry, and being deeply involved in their lives. Moving out at 18 seems strange and almost cruel to many Italians. The Italian mafia, specifically Cosa Nostra, Camorra, and 'Ndrangheta, has an estimated annual revenue over 100 billion euros, which would make it one of Italy's largest businesses if legal. The 'Ndrangheta from Calabria controls much of Europe's cocaine trade. Despite crackdowns, organized crime remains deeply entrenched in southern Italy. The Chianti region looks so perfect that it almost seems fake. Rolling hills covered in vineyards, cypress trees lining winding roads, medieval villages on hilltops. It's what everyone pictures when they think of Tuscany. Chianti Classico wine has been made using the same methods for centuries. The Italian island of Sardinia is one of 5 blue zones in the world where people routinely live past 100. Sardinia has the highest concentration of male centenarians globally. Researchers attribute this to genetics, diet heavy in beans and vegetables, strong family bonds, daily physical activity, and moderate wine consumption. Milan is one of the 4 major fashion capitals alongside Paris, New York, and London. Brands like Gucci, Prada, Versace, Armani, Dolce & Gabbana, and Valentino are all Italian. The Italian fashion industry generates over 90 billion euros annually. Italians are known worldwide for their sense of style. Siena hosts a horse race called the Palio twice every summer. This bareback race around the main square lasts only about 90 seconds, but the build-up and celebration last for days. Riders regularly fall off, horses sometimes complete the race without riders and still win, and competition between neighborhoods is so fierce that winning riders are treated like heroes for life. Italy has over 450 types of cheese, many protected by PDO status. Parmigiano Reggiano can only be made in specific provinces using specific methods. The cheese must age at least 12 months, with premium versions aging up to 48 months. Each wheel weighs about 88 pounds and is worth hundreds of euros. Italian banks actually accept Parmigiano Reggiano wheels as collateral for loans. The Italian coastline stretches over 4,700 miles, giving Italy more coastline than any other Mediterranean country. This includes the mainland and hundreds of islands including Sicily and Sardinia. This extensive coastline has shaped Italian culture, cuisine, and history for thousands of years. Civita di Bagnoregio is nicknamed the Dying Town. It sits atop a plateau of volcanic rock that's constantly eroding. The only access is a long pedestrian bridge. The population has dwindled to about 10 permanent residents. Eventually, erosion will make the village uninhabitable, but for now it remains one of the most stunning places in Italy. Italian espresso is legally defined. A certified espresso must use about 7 grams of coffee, extracted at 9 bars of pressure, at 88 degrees Celsius, with extraction time of 25 seconds, producing 25 milliliters with a crema layer. Italians take their coffee as seriously as their food. Campione d'Italia is an Italian village completely surrounded by Switzerland. It's Italian territory, but physically separated from Italy. Residents use Swiss francs, Swiss phone numbers, and the Swiss postal system. but they're Italian citizens subject to Italian law. It's a bizarre geographical quirk, causing endless legal and administrative complications. Mount Etna in Sicily is Europe's most active volcano, erupting almost continuously for thousands of years. Despite the danger, the soil around Etna is incredibly fertile, and slopes are covered with vineyards and villages. You can usually see it smoking from the coast, and nighttime eruptions light up the sky with orange lava flows. The Italian education system includes a classical high school called Liceo Classico, where students spend 5 years studying ancient Greek and Latin, along with Italian literature, philosophy, history, and mathematics. Students graduate being able to read Homer in ancient Greek and Virgil in Latin. Naples has over 1 million square meters of underground spaces, including ancient Greek quarries, Roman aqueducts, World War II bomb shelters, and smuggler tunnels. Tourists can explore parts of this underground world, walking through chambers carved out 2,400 years ago. The island of Capri is home to some of the world's most exclusive real estate. The Blue Grotto, a sea cave where sunlight creates an otherworldly blue glow, has attracted visitors since Roman times. Emperor Tiberius built 12 villas on Capri and spent his final decade there. Today, celebrities and billionaires own villas, and hotel rooms cost thousands of euros nightly. Italian pasta comes in over 300 different shapes, each designed for specific sauces. The shape isn't just aesthetic. Ridged pasta holds sauce differently than smooth. Tube-shaped pasta captures chunky sauces inside. There's actual science behind pasta shapes, and Italians will judge you if you pair the wrong pasta with the wrong sauce. The Uffizi Gallery in Florence houses one of the world's most important art collections, including works by Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Caravaggio. During World War II, artworks were hidden in secret locations across Tuscany to protect them from bombs and theft. Italy produces more kiwi fruit than New Zealand. Italian kiwis, mainly grown in Lazio, Piedmont, and Veneto, account for about 1/4 of world production. Italy also produces more rice than any other European country. Risotto didn't become an Italian staple by accident. Bologna has over 24 miles of covered walkways called porticos. These arcaded sidewalks let people walk through the city, protected from rain and sun. The longest continuous portico leads to the sanctuary of the Madonna of San Luca and stretches over 2 miles with over 600 arches. Venice has over 400 bridges crossing its 150 canals. The Rialto Bridge is the oldest and most famous. Gondolas are all painted black by law, a tradition from the 16th century when the Senate passed laws to stop wealthy families from outdoing each other with ornate gondolas. The town of Matera has cave dwellings called sassi, continuously inhabited for over 9,000 years. People lived in limestone caves from prehistoric times until the 1950s, when the government relocated residents to modern housing. Today, many sassi are boutique hotels, restaurants, and museums. Italy has more than 3,000 museums, more per capita than almost any other country. These range from world-famous institutions to tiny local museums dedicated to obscure topics like accordions, pasta, or specific historical events. The Trulli of Alberobello are unique cone-shaped houses with dry stone walls and corbelled roofs built without mortar. Legend says they were built this way so they could be quickly dismantled when tax collectors came, since taxes were based on permanent dwellings. About 1,500 trulli survive in Alberobello. Italian opera has given the world some of its most beloved music. Composers like Verdi, Puccini, Rossini, and Donizetti created operas performed constantly worldwide. La Scala Opera House in Milan is one of the most prestigious venues, and a successful premiere there can make a singer's career. The Cinque Terre includes 5 picturesque villages, clinging to steep cliffs overlooking the Mediterranean. The villages were virtually isolated until the 20th century because of difficult terrain. Locals built elaborate terraces on steep slopes to grow grapes and olives, creating a unique protected landscape. Italy gave the world the slow food movement, which started in Bra in 1986 as a protest against McDonald's opening in Rome. The movement promotes local food traditions, biodiversity in agriculture, and taking time to enjoy meals with family rather than rushing through fast food. It's now global with over 100,000 members in 160 countries. The gelato you eat in Italy is fundamentally different from ice cream. Gelato has less air, making it denser. It's served warmer, enhancing flavors. It has less fat than American ice cream. Real gelato is made fresh daily in small batches with natural ingredients without artificial flavors or preservatives. The Bay of Naples, one of the world's most beautiful harbors, is also one of the most dangerous places to live. Besides Mount Vesuvius, there's an active volcanic zone called Campi Flegrei directly under parts of Naples. A major eruption could affect millions, yet Naples remains densely populated. There you have it, 100 absolutely crazy facts about Italy that reveal a country far more complex and fascinating than most people realize. Italy isn't just pizza and pretty pictures, it's where ancient history collides with modern innovation, where regional identities remain fiercely strong, and where traditions from thousands of years ago still shape daily life. Whether planning your first trip or your 50th, Italy will always surprise you. Now get out there and experience it for yourself. Ciao!